we've got a big giant box set announcement for the Criterion Collection. So I am a big giant Criterion Collection fan. Honestly, I was recently going to make a video crying up and down about how Criterion has been dropping the ball and not bringing out any of the more later Wes Anderson movies out on 4K. It just seemed to be quite the head scratcher here. It's like we still have yet to have Isle of Dogs. What else? The French Dispatch, and of course, what you call it there? I just talked about it 5 seconds before the broadcast, and I still can't quite remember. Shoot, the desert one, Asteroid City. Woo, man, had to dig in the old brain archives for that one. But no, so with all of those movies still yet to kind of come out in 4K and everything, I've been scratching my head just going, what's going on here? And Criterion themselves have actually just recently announced that they're going to be bringing out the Wes Anderson 4K box set. It is a box set that consists of his first 10 films over the first 25 years of his career. And it is in a cute little Wes Anderson-y style box and everything. I'm going to, I figure we ought to just take a look at our buddies over here. At the, is that the right one? Yeah, sure it is. Over at the Films by Color. We'll throw a thing in there in the chat later, but we're going to watch their video and just kind of commentate on this new Wes Anderson box set. I am excited. Let's go. Hopefully this works. Looks like I've done a fantastic job. Great job, Adam. Top notch. What's
up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color and to another Criterion announcement video, news video. It's not news. This has been out for a while. This came out last week.
We're late.
We are late. We had a lot of stuff going on this week. We haven't had time to shoot.
And I'll tell you what, if they're late, I'm magnificently late. And you know what? I'll continue to be late. By the way, I love their I love their channel's aesthetic and everything. These two are super cute together. I love it. They put together some really rad videos when there's Criterion hauls and stuff. They go on them and do little vlogs out there and stuff. Super fun. I wish I had somebody that loved me to do this crap.
Any videos, but now it's the weekend. We got a little bit of time. Thank you for joining me. This is my lovely wife, Grace.
Yeah.
It's been so long since you've been on the channel.
I know, but this is so important.
This is so important. And I wouldn't have anyone else here because you and I are the biggest Wes Anderson fans. We both love Wes Anderson. We both watched all of his films together.
Which, by the way, is a contentious thing for a lot of folks. I know. Shut up, guy. That meant me when I was doing that. Because I want to do this. Let's see, we're being dynamic here in the show. I'm gonna I'll try to not make a big deal of this and just do it the next couple times. But yeah, Wes Anderson's contentious for some people, man, because some people love him, some people hate him. I think I started out with Wes Anderson movies and stuff, not really understanding what the big deal was, what everybody was on about. And I want to say I saw the Royal Tenenbaums first. And when I saw that movie, I was just like, it was weird. It was strange. I didn't understand. Frankly, what I would come to find out was the Wes Anderson-ness of it all. So I was just like, all right, I don't know what this is. Let me go back to the beginning. And I watched Bottle Rocket, and I'm like, all right, it's an independent movie. Seems fine enough as it is. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll give it one more shot. And then we saw Rushmore, and I liked Rushmore well enough. But at that point, it felt like I kind of know what he's doing and everything. It can't be that much different. And I wasn't into it. And then later on, for whatever reason, I decided to kind of rediscover it again. And when I did, far happier. And I was just like, oh, I finally understand what's going on. I understand this aesthetic and everything. And it's not going to be for everybody. And that's going to be one of the important parts that I'm always kind of emphasizing to people is that it doesn't have to be for you. It doesn't have to be. Just like, if somebody comes to me and says, Adam, I've never seen Star Wars. I don't like Star Wars. I could care less. And you know what I say? Good. It's fine. You don't got to see Star Wars. If you've made it, 40 years on this earth and you've yet to see Star Wars, I don't know that anything that I'm going to say is going to change your mind. In fact, I think that if anything, you'd be more let down by watching Star Wars than you would anything else, because you'd be like, this is what everyone's talking about? No thanks. Back to the video. Hopefully I can size myself properly. No, there you go. Check this out, though.
We're so excited about this. This is amazing. This is going to be a day one purchase for us. Spoiler alert, giving our thoughts out right out the...
I'm going to tell you right now, this will not be a day one purchase for me, and I'll let you know why. But we got big brains working over here. Don't worry. Big brains happening.
Gate. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go over everything that's included in this box set because I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear if you guys think it's worth it. We're going to go over the price point, everything that's included inside.
And I haven't really looked at it, so I'm excited. This is actually like my first time looking at the details. I've seen just like the main images.
Yeah, that image they showed everywhere.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Have you seen a more Wes Anderson-y collection in your entire bloody life? Look at it. It is a little box that you got your notebooks there and everything that hold all your discs. They got 10, there's 20 discs in all 10 movies. So my guess is you're going to get the 4K and the Blu-ray. Now, one thing that you will notice here is that all of the discs are the same, which tells me at least hopefully they've printed all new discs, and hopefully the Blu-rays that they include within these. And again, I'm guessing on all this. Maybe they'll tell us here. Maybe they've looked at it a little bit more than what I know. But my guess is those Blu-rays should, in theory, have the new 4K transfer onto it just in 1080p Blu-ray. Let's find out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm excited to dive into it. Excited to talk about it with you. We've been in a Wes Anderson mood. This is Wes Anderson week. He's got a movie coming out.
Phoenician Scheme. We're excited.
Which, by the way, I will be watching and reviewing on this here channel because, again, big fan.
Hopefully we can see it this weekend in theaters. Get a babysitter for the kids. We've been watching Wes Anderson films over the weekend to get ready for it. 2 days ago, we watched Royal Tenenbaums and Darjeeling Limited, and last night we just watched Life Aquatic. So maybe we'll watch one after this, after we shoot this video.
I'd like to. Yeah.
But we love Wes Anderson. We've got all of his films here.
In the collection?
That are already in the...
You got to be... listen, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. I wish I was in good enough shape to pull this shirt off. I wanted to comment on it and say like, oh, look at this shirt. This looks ridiculous. But what it comes down to is truly jealousy. I need shoulder work and arm work here. I'm still, I've lost a lot of weight, but still a big old fatty. So it's like, it's part of me just want to be like, this shirt's stupid. And then I'm like, nah, you know what? Maybe it's just me that's stupid.
Collection. There's 8 films in the collection so far. This is 10 films. This is his first 10 films. I'm so excited about this. So this is...
It's everything except for Asteroid City, right?
Well, right? Asteroid City and then the shorts, the Netflix shorts.
Okay.
So
those don't count as far as I'm concerned.
First 25 years of his career. And it's this big giant box set, and I think it's the coolest box set they've ever done.
It's pretty cool.
It looks really cool. It looks like a box of encyclopedias.
It's so you though. Like it has a Moonrise Kingdom vibe too. I don't know why, so I feel like it's just like perfect for you.
I like that they're cloth-bound books because I like to collect books too, and I love a nice cloth-bound book. It reminds me of like a Curzon box set that we have back there. Very nice. I love the Bergman set too, but a lot of people don't like when they slide.
And again, this is one thing, just real fast. Look at I love these guys' aesthetic and everything because again, their movie or channel's called Film by Color, and look at the background here. It's just one of those folks. I couldn't find it. It's not for me. It's not a thing that I'm all about here, but God bless. It looks awesome though.
Back there, very nice. I love the Bergman set too, but a lot of people don't like when they slide the discs into sleeves.
No, that
drives people
sucks.
Crazy. Hopefully, this is in like a plastic digipack case in there.
It seems like it.
Yeah, they're very...
It looks like each one of them... I could be wrong here. Let me take a quick gander. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to have 5 on each of these little books and everything, I guess.
Thick. It would be weird if they were slid in there as discs. It also says it includes 10 illustrated books. So there's like... I don't know if it's just recreations of what's in here.
I love
these are amazing.
That's one of the best ones.
I hope these are included in some way in the book. But it says illustrated books, so those are like full books that house the discs in there. So hopefully there's a lot going on in there.
That's going to be another video that I'm going to make, and not too awful long. Is like a video about like replacing things. They're like, hey, here's a new version of this, but like there's also the same time of like maybe I might not want to throw away the old thing because you might not get the whole package, as it were.
I can't wait to dive into this. Also, we didn't even mention the biggest thing. It's a 4K Blu-ray box set.
whole thing,
all of
which is
these,
pretty
none of
sweet.
these have been released on 4K yet from Criterion. This is going to be the first time ever, and I don't think French Dispatch has ever been released on 4K.
Really?
We do have French Dispatch here, not in the collection, just the standard.
I normally wait to get all the Criterions when they go over with or the Wes Anderson films rather, when they go over to Criterion and whatnot. And I normally don't buy the DVDs anymore just because I know the Criterion one's coming. But it's also been so long for so many of those ones, like French Dispatch, Isle of Dogs, and Asteroid City. I all bought in just regular Blu-ray when they were down to like $7 a piece or something like that. I'm like, I'll pay something like that. I wouldn't pay full retail for that bad boy right out the gate, knowing that at some point a Criterion collection is coming on. And I would always be like, a Criterion collection is coming at some point. At least it's now coming correctly. So super happy about that.
Bare Bones Blu-ray that we got from Disney. We did not get anything special for that release. And I'm excited about that because this is my favorite, well, not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite Wes.
I got a whole French Dispatch hardback book, but yet not a Criterion 4K. Put that one together.
Anderson movies. It's like top 4 for me.
Same thing with Isle of Dogs.
French Dispatch, and we got nothing for it when it came out. And now we got this nice fancy 4K edition with this really nice box set. And look at all those discs. It's 10 4K discs and 10 Blu-rays. So it also...
Holy shit. Now, see, that I didn't know. Okay, well, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I don't know why I didn't. Whatever. Shut up, Adam.
Also includes the Blu-rays.
Okay.
So we got to decide if we're going to hang on to these.
We have to. The artwork's too cool.
We have to. We probably should because there's a lot of stuff inside here. There's like little baubles and
these are like some of my favorite releases from Criterion, just because they're so unique and cool looking.
All original artwork. We should go through and show everything that's included. So it includes Bottle Rocket, his first film, debut feature. Like that one, the least Wes Anderson.
Shrink wrap still.
Yeah, because he hadn't found his
Did he
footing.
shrink
Very
wrap
indie
that?
film. I like that one a lot. Then we go straight to Rushmore, which we just watched recently, a couple weeks ago. That's a great one as well, starting to build his style. And then he goes right into the Royal Tenenbaums, which we just watched 2 nights ago.
And that one went up significantly for me when we watched it this time. I really liked that one.
It went up for me on a second viewing too. This is one of his...
That was my feeling. Like the first time I saw it, I just didn't get it. I didn't quite understand what he was going for, what the vibe was. I was just like, God, this is just awful weird. You look at Owen Wilson's character and you're like, who is this? This person doesn't exist in real life. And then you have to realize, and then once you do finally realize that Wes Anderson is not living in the same world that you and I are, then you get it.
Most beloved. Yeah. I feel like people love that one. Then we watched Life Aquatic. That's his next one, 2004. One of our favorites. This is a top 3 for us, which is
crazy production design in that sucker.
Like a lot of people don't like this one,
even for a Wes Anderson film.
I agree. I love
so
that one. Then we've got Darjeeling Limited, which we also just watched. Another one that I feel is underrated. I like that one a lot.
That one's good.
I feel like it's a little overrated. I could be wrong, but I feel like not that I dislike the movie. I don't, but like I feel like, especially when it came out, I remember the guys on Slash Film being very, oh, buddy.
Really good sibling stuff in that one.
It's more approachable, too. Like, if you want an approachable Wes Anderson, I feel like Tenenbaums and Darjeeling.
Yeah.
Why am I getting on a train?
Because they're kind of still his style.
Worst impression ever.
More approachable.
Absolutely. And then everybody loves Fantastic Mr. Fox. This is
honestly, Fantastic Mr. Fox was like the reason that I kind of gave Wes Anderson. Oh, look at that. Screwed it up. Reason I gave Wes Anderson like a second chance or something. Maybe not a second chance. I mean, that sounds like I was just like, you get one more chance, sir. No, but I went to see, it was a preview screening of Fantastic Mr. Fox. My dad and I went. We didn't really quite know what it was, other than the fact that it was like animated and everything. So we're like, all right, let's check this out. And it was fantastic. And it was like watching that movie made me realize, oh, Wes Anderson has just been directing live action cartoons this entire time. That's it. That's what he's been doing. It's just been live action cartoons. And then once I kind of understood that, once I got that, it was like, oh, now everything makes sense.
Beautiful release. And then my favorite Wes Anderson film, Moonrise Kingdom.
Followed by...
That was another one, yeah.
And then your favorite? And my
second
favorite. Grand Budapest is great. This is the other one that everyone loves. This is most people's favorite, I feel like. I feel like this one's...
Man, and I had to watch it like 3 times before it went up that high for me. But
well, that's the thing, is his films often it takes me a couple times to really get into him. Now he's one of my favorite filmmakers, but it did take me a couple times for Grand Budapest. French Dispatch, it took me a couple times to really appreciate it. This was one of my favorites now, but the first time I didn't like it.
I haven't seen it again. I need to give that one another try because it wasn't my favorite the first time.
Yeah, you should, because I think it goes up.
You gotta wait for the 4K now.
The last one that's included in the set is Isle of Dogs, which has never been in the Criterion Collection. We don't even own that one, so I'm excited to give that a second chance. I've only seen it once.
I've seen it twice.
I wasn't super crazy about it, so I'm excited to.
I was actually really crazy about it. Thought it was a really good movie. Isle of Dogs I thought was fantastic. I would like to. I can't wait. Again, that's another one. I have a hardback book, hardback coffee table book of Isle of Dogs, and no Criterion release. But I got the $7 Blu-ray when it came out. So there you go.
Give it a second chance because, like I said, they usually go up on multiple viewings for me. It also includes 25 hours of special features, which I feel like we have most of that already.
Yeah.
It's probably dupes.
But then it says, plus essays written by Richard Brody, James Brooks.
What's up, essay?
And all of these other people, Kent Jones, Jeffrey O'Brien, Martin Scorsese, and Erica Wagner. I don't know if those are the same essays included in here or if there's new essays in this book.
I
have no idea. It's probably just the 4K transfers is the only new thing about this. But I think this could be my favorite Criterion box set that they've ever done. It looks awesome. I love the packaging. I love that they're all 4K. They've been doing.
I guess my biggest thing when it comes to the actual packaging and everything is, and maybe it's fine because they kind of look like they might possibly come in that little book form that when you take them out, you can kind of just put them in the shelf there and everything along with the other guys and not necessarily have to worry about the big box itself that it kind of encompasses the whole thing. Maybe you can just kind of put that off to the side and put the other ones on the shelf. I could be for that. A little less aesthetically interesting as in comparison to the Criterion disc that they currently have out. So a little aesthetically less interesting, but
this lately. They just did another 4K box set recently that hasn't been released since the DVD era. This looks similar to, there was a DVD box set for Kurosawa. There was a Kurosawa.
I remember that one back in the day.
25 of his films. And it looks very similar to this, and it has like kind of the same color scheme. It's like orange and green, so it kind of feels like a throwback to that. I love that they're getting back into the box sets. The price point is $500.
And there it drops, everybody. 500 bones is the MSRP for that, but that's a little bit different. MSRP is always a little different, but let's get into it.
It's on sale right now for $400.
What a steal!
We will be getting it in a Criterion flash sale.
There he is. All right, my boy, I was about to say, because if he wasn't going to give this information, this was the information that I was most surely going to give, which is this thing comes out in September. Sometime in September. And what I would suggest at that point is wait for the Criterion's Barnes & Noble sale, but they also do it on the Criterion website as well. Wait for that sale. Get yourself that 50% off even pre-orders. That's a nice part. In-stock stuff and even pre-orders with that. So come that July 1st, head over to that. I would either. I'm like, do I go to the website or do I go to like Criterion or do I go to Barnes & Noble? Maybe I need to go to Barnes & Noble. I don't know. But you go there and then get the half off. So it's, a manageable price and everything. Now, I've heard other people go like, oh, there's a sale in November. I'll just wait till the sale in November. And again, I've heard, thoughts of like, oh, they're not going to go over with this. They're not going to, they're going to print up enough copies. They're not going to sell out or anything else like that. I don't know. With something like this where there's like 20 discs and stuff in it, man, I wouldn't go so far as to say they're going to be like, print up 1,000 of them. Now, granted, there's the Godzilla box set's still out there and everything. That's still selling. They're still printing it. But I don't know. But we'll see.
Barnes & Noble sale, maybe.
Wait for something. It might not be a day one. It's got to be.
We'll be getting it for $250. Yeah, I guess I can't say it's a day one purchase, but it's definitely a sale purchase.
It's a day one pre-order.
I think it's a good price for 10 films on 4K and Blu-ray and some incredible hard.
That's how you got to look at it. That to me is honestly how you have to look at this situation and go, listen, there's 10 films in this collection. Sure, you're paying $250, but there's 10 movies, none of which have been on 4K previously. As far as I'm concerned, that's a sale.
Book packaging. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to watch the last two with you again, because you want to rewatch French Dispatch. I want to watch Isle of Dogs. And if there's ever a director that I want to see in 4K, it's Wes Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's so
beautiful.
Detail-oriented.
He cares so much about every single shot. And
I feel like every shot, there's something in the background you can pick out. You'll be able to see that better on 4K. Especially Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs, because...
It was really getting to be annoying as well, because... Indian Paintbrush, the company that, I don't know if it is Wes Anderson's company or a company that consistently works with Wes Anderson on all of his current films and stuff. But they got like if not a large share, one of the bigger shares in Criterion. So they kind of own it now. And I was just like scratching my head going like, hey man, what the hell? You guys have got all this stuff, and you've now got the Wes Anderson thing. You're in there. What's wrong? Why aren't these things coming? But now we know why.
The texture of the dolls is so detailed, and you can see their hands moving as they animate the animals. I'm excited. I don't know. I have nothing negative to say. I mean, the price, obviously, I wish the price was cheaper, but it is what it is.
It do what it do.
You're getting a lot.
It's a lot of stuff. He's one of the directors that got us into Criterion.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I always say this, I think Wes Anderson is a good gateway drug to Criterion for new people, because he's mainstream enough that most people, if they're into film, have heard of him. It's English, which a lot of people struggle with, foreign international films. But once you get into the Criterion Collection, then you can...
Man, I ain't watching that Kurosawa or something like that. I ain't watching that guy. All them words on the screen, I ain't buying no movie to be reading, man. Get him in front of me. Get him talking American. No subtitles. That's dumb. I ain't gone deaf yet.
I got in with Wes Anderson and Guillermo del Toro, and then you can kind of branch out and get into the big, super nerdy.
Not me, baby. I'm too old. I got my gateway into Criterion. You know it. If you're a fan of the show, you know it. Michael Bay, bitches. That's right. I got The Rock and Armageddon, some of the earliest Criterion Collection, and everybody's like, why do we put these Michael Bay films on the Criterion Collection? They're all so good. They put them on there for the lost leaders, dum-dums. People bought those things like crazy, and then they could put out all the bull crap that nobody ever watches. It's lovely that we, restore it and keep it safe and all that kind of great stuff, but people aren't watching that. They ain't watching that. What are you talking about?
Stuff
you thank Michael Bay. You wake up every morning and kiss your Michael Bay DVDs and say mwah. Which, by the way, have you heard that? Did you see the thing where old Ben Affleck goes around to the Criterion Closet? Last movie he picks up, and he bitches about it. He goes, "Hey man, what gives? Armageddon." Not on Criterion 4K. What up with that? Now, and it's not out of the realm of possibility, because, they've done Wall-E, so they've done Disney Corporation stuff, so it's not an impossibility, but let's try to make that happen.
Bergman and Pasolini and Fellini and all that stuff. So
I'm also just excited because I feel like it means that Criterion is committing to Wes Anderson, which means we'll eventually get Asteroid City and maybe the other ones.
Yeah, I think you will. Hopefully you'll get them a lot quicker and stuff like that, and they don't have to go through somebody and put them out like Fox Searchlight or somebody like that. So whomever wants to put that out, hopefully with Indian Paintbrush being on the Criterion train here and everything, they can push that down an avenue that puts that Criterion disc in our hand far quicker, and so fingers crossed on that one.
He's one of the directors.
Oh, look at that! See, we figure crossing everybody, baby.
Yeah, and I know he's I think one of the producers that works on his films recently bought Criterion and now
look at it. It's
them.
like they're reading my mind.
So people were expecting.
Or we all read the internet.
We thought we were going to get French Dispatch, and we didn't expect this. We should say they're also releasing French Dispatch and Isle of Dogs just separately.
Dual cases,
if you just want to get them by themselves.
Which you need to show the artwork here.
Yes.
Oh, they ain't got
it. Right there. Thank you for giving me more editing to do.
Oh, they did. I guess they did do it. I mean, it's the... There was about 5-6 posters for that movie. And again, I got them all in the hardback book.
But yeah, it's great across the board. It's great that they're including the set for people who want it, and it's really cool that they're including the individuals for people who don't have the money for the set. I think that's really cool. Maybe we'll see individual standalone 4K releases for these at some point. Probably. I assume they'll do that. Those are pretty big sellers.
Are these 4Ks?
Yep, 4K and Blu-ray.
Okay.
Good deal.
So yeah, you can get those individually. So that is our thoughts on 4K and Blu-ray.
Okay.
I don't know that I like this cover. The French Dispatch one's fine. This... I don't know, dog. I don't know.
So yeah, you can get those individually. So that is our thoughts on the new Criterion box set that was announced this week. Glad we finally got to talk about it because we missed it last week. Let us know your thoughts on Wes Anderson, because I know he's kind of controversial these days. Like there's a lot of pushback because he's so beloved that there are a lot of people that are like,
he's gone too mainstream or
he's
something.
He's just fine. Like he gets, there's always some kickback. So let me know if you guys love Wes Anderson and what your favorite films of his are. We kind of talked about some of our favorites. And let us know if you'll be picking up the box set. Is it too much? Is it worth it to you personally? I think it's going to differ for every individual. And I can't wait to... When is it coming out? We didn't even tell people when it's coming out. It's coming out September 30th.
Yeah, and so
right
might as well
November
be.
Sale.
Okay.
So we'll have to shoot a video when it comes out. Thank you guys.
And again, that November sale, you ain't going to do
so
it, man.
For watching. Thank you for liking and commenting and sharing these videos. We really appreciate it. If you like this kind of content, consider hitting the subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. And we'll be back with another one real soon. But until then... keep collecting.
Hell yeah, I done did that. We're going to throw a... Shut up there. Dang it. I'm going to go ahead and drop a link for that. Go over there and drop a big old thumbs up on their video here and everything. Give them a subscribe and all that if you like it. It's a color on film. Those guys are pretty sweet. Shut up. That's all my fault. So, anywho. Yep, there you go. If I can send it off in the chat. There it is. Cool.